How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you know, I just started getting into YouTube, and basically I want to step up my game a little bit, so I decided to go get a gimbal from Best Buy. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I have used it already, but I did want to do an unboxing for you guys. It's the Skylab. I guess it's their brand. There's another one out there that's pretty similar to it. Honestly, I don't remember the name of it, but let's just get into this. So basically, you know, you have your instructions in English, and then in every other language there's a warranty card. Again, this is pretty basic stuff, nothing that you guys probably don't already know. It's packaged real well. I like the you know, like the die cut foam. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a case. I think that'd be nice. But that being said, if you wanted to put this in some kind of bag or box or something other than this foam here would definitely protect it. It does come with it's a charger, obviously. It comes with the charger cable, which is USB to USB-C, I think, which is the new GoPro 5. Also, Hero 5 Black uses that. What else is in there? This little cable here, what it does actually, when you put your GoPro in there, this plugs into the handle and then into your GoPro, and the handle will actually charge your GoPro. I haven't tested it. I've seen some other videos. I mean, I know it does work. I don't know if it kills the gimbal before it kills the GoPro, which is probably the case. I know with the GoPro Karma, it does do that. It comes with 2 sets of batteries, which is actually pretty nice. So if you have them both sets charged up, and you're out in the field or just out filming some stuff, and your GoPro dies on you, it's very easy to, you know, unscrew the bottom here, take out the old batteries or the dead batteries, and then put in, obviously, the 2 good ones. I haven't opened those yet. They're in there pretty good. It would actually take me a pair of pliers to get those out, to tell you the truth, so I'm not going to get into that. So these batteries are charged anyway. I've only used it once. I would say probably hour and a half of filming at West Palm Beach Cars and Coffee, and I still got plenty of life on it. So I'd have to say the battery life is actually pretty good on it. It's a very simple setup. It only holds a GoPro 4, Hero or Black, the 2 and the 3 I think also. The 1's a little different, but actually, believe it or not, I had the first GoPro that was ever made, maybe even literally the one that was the first one that was ever made, and that does fit in here too, but I don't have it handy. So what we'll do is we'll put in the GoPro Hero 4. This is just the silver, not the black. I like this green, and as you can see, it slides right in, and you just turn these little screws and tighten it up, and it's definitely not going to go nowhere. It's in there good, you know. So what's nice, you can still access the screen, the power button, the record button, the picture button, whatever. I did put my microphone on there. The motor struggled a little bit. You could probably put like a counterweight on this side to help it out. I bet it would. Also, like I mentioned earlier, there's another company that makes one very similar to this. I'd beg to differ that they're both the same, just branded differently. Again, the name of that gimbal escapes me, but they make a cage that holds a Hero 5. If you can see those 2 little screws, you take those out and then you put that new cage in. And again, for like 20 bucks, I've seen them on eBay. Pretty positive it's actually the same cage. So if I do keep this gimbal, which I'll get into that later, I will get a cage to hold my Hero 5, which will be here tomorrow, because my last Hero 4 Silver got ran over by a dump truck. But that's a whole nother video that I'll probably never make, because I'm still a little sad about it. Also, you have this little joystick here. It's got 3 different modes. There's technical like jargon for that I'm not going to get into, because that's not the kind of review that this is. This is just very simple. Take it out of the box. Does it work? How good does it work? I don't want to be a rocket scientist. I don't want you guys to be a rocket scientist either to work this thing. It's just not what I'm into. But that being said, if I can do it, anybody can. So again, you hold down this button. Well, let's do this so you can kind of see it come to life. You hold down this button. Boom, there you go. So the first mode, as you can see, is, they call it something, but basically it just moves all over, but it stays still, you know. But some of you guys probably know the technical word for that, and there's different names for the motors and all that. But again, I didn't get into that, because if you get in, me personally, into that side of the instructions, it gets confusing, and I start thinking, well, what's this motor? What's that motor? What's it? I just want to know what I'm looking at, what it does. That's pretty much all I care about. I don't need to know what you call it. You know, you could call it a ham sandwich, and that's fine with me. So that's the first mode. The second mode, you just hit it, you push it in twice, kind of like a PlayStation remote or Xbox if you guys are losers and play with those games. You hit it twice. So now it just goes up and down, you know, it follows up and down. But you know, you can still pan left and right, and it follows nice and smooth. But you can go all around. But again, if you face it up or down in mode 2, it follows up and down. And then mode 3, you push the button in 3 times. So let's say we want to look at this can, right? So now we're looking at that can. 1, 2, 3. And now it should be locked on that can. See what I mean? Well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. See, there it goes. Now it keeps following that can, you know. So all in all, it does work pretty good. Also, there's a thread here for like a camera extension or something like that, or a tripod you could put it on. So you could also play with that. And if you want to fine tune it, like I look at cars a lot, so I found myself a lot like, you know, kind of doing stuff like that. You can face it up or down or left or right. I kind of kept it in the center, but if I was going kind of down like this, I'd face it up. Some of the shots I'm sure you do get this in, because the field of view on the GoPro is pretty wide, even though I personally run mine in the linear mode to kind of make it a little bit more normal. I've shot some videos and stuff with like point and shoot cameras and everything. I'm not really into it. I like how the GoPro works. I like how it looks. I think it's more than sufficient for most people and what I do. I'm not going to go get a high dollar Canon camera. It's just too many things to carry around. But this is nice. It's comfortable. It's not too heavy. I mean, again, I carried it for 5 hours. You know, you could pretty much slide the whole handle in your pocket if you're, you know, trying to get something to drink or something. It's not too inconvenient, or at least not as much as I thought. I do like that this is exposed, so I think the sound is better on it, which is a big complaint on a lot of gimbals. I know the Karma and a few others. But even that being said, I'm not really sure what people are doing. Like if you're running down the street with this, what are you trying to hear? I don't know. You want to hear like the pitter patter of your feet or whatever, or dogs barking at you, or police chasing you. I'm not really sure. Even for myself, like that was like a big deal for some reason in my head. But the more I think about it, I film stuff and then I put music over it. So it really doesn't matter. Or I'll just do a voiceover if I'm talking to somebody or looking at somebody, which I don't really do that kind of thing anyway. I'm just more put the music in there. So again, like I said, for me personally, I don't really have a need for that, I don't think. But all in all, this thing from Best Buy was $200 brand new. You can find them like open box for like 160, 150. I've seen them like 120 on eBay if you want a refurbished one. Which again, for that kind of money, I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. That being said, I did shoot some video with it, like I said, at Cars and Coffee. And honestly, for me, I think I'm going to return it. Because like I said, all the reasons why I bought this, the sound and the open, the exposure and this and that, I'm finding myself not really needing it. So I think I'm going to return this and get the Karma and see how I like that. The other reason is too, Basically everybody, from what I can see, what reviews I actually watch on YouTube and everything, is that the Karma, the stabilization and the way it films is just pretty much superior to anything. Now again, that's just what I read and what I see. I'm not really sure. So again, I'm interested in getting that, even though I was totally against it because it was fully in cage and this and that. But at least the Karma does, you know, the housing holds the 5 and the 4 and, you know, 3, 2 and all that stuff. There's just like a little thing inside you got to change to control the GoPro. Actually, that's another reason why I think I want to get the Karma, is because with the Karma you can actually control your GoPro. I found myself doing that a lot, where I wanted to just stop the video. Again, I'd run into friends, I'd stop, I'd talk. This one I have to grab and everything. Listen, it's not a deal breaker for, again, brand new $200. It's not a big deal, trust me. But just, I think it'd be a little bit more convenient. You know, again, there's some downsides to the Karma too, as far as batteries and this and that. Again, if I get it, I'll get more into that. I'll do another review of that. And again, what I'll do is I'm going to put together a video. I haven't done that yet, from the Cars and Coffee. I'll put a link in the description to that. And basically any car shots, me walking around cars and just walking up and down the lanes at the mall there, is going to be shot on this gimbal with a GoPro Hero 4. So if you do want to see some video of what I do and what I did with it, you can see and kind of make your own judgment if it's right for you or whatever. But again, I would highly recommend it for the price. So, but again, I think I'm going to look into the Karma and maybe a couple other different ones too. So I'm not completely done with this. So again, I hope this video was pretty informative for you. I hope you liked it. If you did, just give me a thumbs up. Share with your friends, subscribe, and as always guys, thanks for watching.